Hello and welcome to the returning episode of Make It a Double Double. For those of you on Spotify and Apple, welcome back. We're sorry we've just been really rude and just cut you out for a few weeks, but we've got our shit together. We know what we're doing now, and we're bringing you back to an established guest who we owed a second time around. First time around, Aaron had power cuts in inverted commas. And it was an absolute shambles. So we've brought him back. It's Mr. Harry Trades himself. How are we, pal?
I'm doing well, mate. Yeah, thank you for having me on, lads, for the second time. My brace.
From much further away as well.
Yeah, different continent.
Well, we're gonna talk about that. But for the first time this season, the saloon doors have swung open. It's absolutely rammed in here. But we've got your drinks on pre-order. What have we got today?
So I played it safe today. I didn't go. I did choose an alcoholic drink. I had some stick last time, didn't I, Mark? Or a lot of stick actually. The vodka Coke, which didn't go down well with a lot of.
No, Aaron's not a vodka boy, so
I get it. I just think it's a standard drink, isn't it?
I think so.
It was mostly from the Americans, I think, that gave you a lot of stick, wasn't it? A lot of the British people understood it, but
I think it's definitely a cultural thing. But yeah, I played it safe today. I've gone with a Diet Dr Pepper.
Strong
as my non-alcoholic, of course, for me and Ad, and alcoholic. What do I go for? A Malibu and
Malibu.
Yeah, I guess it's my favorite. Sure, for sure. Over, I don't know why I picked vodka last time. Genuinely, I think I just panicked because it was like, yeah, I swear, I think I just panicked.
This massive show, it got a bit too much, a bit overwhelmed. Yeah,
what's the most basic drink? I thought would go down all right, and it just didn't. It just backfired. It massively backfired.
Well, yeah. With the soft drink, I'm not bottling it, but I went into Tesco so confident that I could get like a Dr Pepper Zero.
Yeah.
So confident. They had one bottle of Dr Pepper, no zero, no diet, nothing. They had one bottle, so I've got it. It feels crispy.
Yeah,
it feels crispy, which I'm excited about. So I'm just going to give it a quick.
Yeah, same. I've got my glass.
Nice.
Well, since you've been gone, Harry, we've got Make It a Double Double merch.
Yeah.
Wow. And by merch we mean a glass each and no other merch.
You boys are gone clear.
Well,
this is.
I'll start us off with a bit of an ironic start to the new season. So rum in itself is probably my worst choice of drink. I can't fathom the stuff in any way. I hate it. So Adam just made a statement of vodka is one of Aaron's worst drinks. I went to the shop and the only size I could get were a 75 centilitre bottle of Malibu, which I thought I'm never going to touch it after the episode. So
where's the commitment gone on this show?
Wait. Well, because of my commitment to the previous episode that went tits up, I still have left over the bottle we bought from the first episode. So I've gone vodka and Coke instead of Malibu because I'm not going to lie, I'm a bit of a tight ass and thought I don't fancy putting a 15-quid bottle of alcohol in the cupboard that I'm never going to touch again. So
wow, I won't even pay 15 quid for content. That's crazy. Yeah. That's crazy.
Shocking.
Well, I'm not going to let you down, Harry.
I bought a new laptop.
I knew Mark wouldn't let me down.
I'm not going to let you down. I've got a litre bottle of Malibu here.
That was in his cupboard already.
To be fair for you, that's only 2 pours.
That's
the
true.
way that you pour your spirits.
So, if you can see close enough, you can probably see the dust on the top of it.
I told you.
I actually think this bottle was left behind by my ex when she moved out about 6 months ago. So it's still got the dust on the top, but it's all good. It's all good.
Yeah.
So Mark's going to finish it off and reminisce about the past.
I was going to say, I don't want you to break down halfway through the episode.
Seeing as
a pint of Malibu and Coke.
Seeing as we're back in style, I got the Make It a Double Double glass.
Yeah. Oh, here we go.
I'll let Harry tell me when to stop.
Halfway to the football, surely. Yeah.
4 foot
or above. I don't mind above. That's fine. That works.
Yeah, I wouldn't be going to work in the morning.
The issue is now I've scored a bit of an own goal because I've only got 330 ml can of Coke.
I'll fill the rest of it up.
I might have to nip to the fridge and get another can.
I'm horrified by how much Malibu you just poured in that glass.
Malibu's not that strong though, is it?
Yeah, Malibu's fine. You'll be. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, we'll be all right.
I'll be honest, I'm quite disappointed, Mark, because I know that Malibu, what is it, like a coconut rum?
Yeah.
Tropical. I was expecting to be like cracking your own coconuts, distilling your own rum, like
Gelling out a pineapple, and putting it into something like that. Yeah,
I was expecting some big moves from you, but alas, you've just gone the mum's classic and gone for Malibu.
Still hit the brief, mate.
You did, unlike Aaron, who hasn't hit the brief for months, because we said, Harry, we've been a bit lax on the drinks. We've been a bit tight, so we're getting back to it. So you've got your Dr. Pepper, you've got your Malibu and Coke, and Aaron's still here, so that's always nice. But cheers, boys. Welcome back to the saloon.
Cheers.
It's nice to be back.
So this is season 2.
I think technically,
I think we're
going to go into season 2. Yeah.
We tried doing it through the Euros. Fell on its ass, so we took a bit of time off, and then we'll go again.
Absolutely, we should have fucking canned that early doors, shouldn't we? As soon as I started trying to tell people what Albania were going to do at the Euros, we should have fucking sacked that off. Like what? Absolutely not. Broke a record though. After we all said they weren't going to do anything. To be fair, came away with the fastest goal in Euros history, which is fun. But obviously we are back because the English Football League starts in 3 days from when this goes out.
This weekend,
going out on Tuesday. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kicking off with Blackburn Rovers, so it'd be nice for everyone to have a good laugh, watch them get fucking battered.
Is that on the Friday?
Yeah.
Oh.
However, Harry, I don't know actually. We touched on it earlier. It's going to be a lot more difficult for you to watch these games because you're on the other side of the pond now.
Right, but they start earlier for me. So in theory, it's actually not easier, but like it's not like it's later than it is.
But what are you doing for work though?
This.
Oh, that's fucking all right, isn't it? Fair enough. It doesn't matter whether they kick off at 3 o'clock at 8 o'clock.
I don't know how much
really.
There's not much I can really say, really. But
side note,
I did get married this weekend.
Congratulations!
Congratulations!
Yeah. Thank you.
Wow.
It was Friday, to be fair, so it wasn't this weekend. But
have you done a podcast since?
No, I haven't done anything since.
So we're the first you've come on here to announce the marriage.
Basically, yeah. I
really
did the
get it
deadline
out to
show
the
the morning of,
Smart.
and then but I didn't mention it on the deadline show. But yeah, married.
Congrats, mate. How did it go?
Yeah, it was good, mate. Yeah, it was nice. Seemed like my parents and stuff couldn't fly over for it. Well, not obviously, but they didn't. It was just a courthouse wedding. Nothing crazy.
Fair play.
So, yeah.
Did you say it was Friday just gone? So like 2 days.
Yeah,
ago?
literally 2 days ago. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Nice.
Yeah,
Mrs. Harry Trades when you're getting her on an episode.
Yeah. She hasn't changed her name yet. She'll be doing that Tuesday. She's
Do you
been
know
on my
what?
content before, but
Yeah, you've done videos with her before, haven't you?
yeah, I did a few
I've
shorts
only
and stuff,
realised-
and maybe one long form, I think. Cool.
I've only realised since getting married what a fucking ball ache it is for someone to change their name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My missus is still mainly Aldridge on stuff
Really?
because we wanted to go on honeymoon, so her passport is still Aldridge
Right.
for like 8 years.
Wow.
That's 70 quid to change your passport.
I know.
It's fucking bollocks. It's absolute bollocks.
It is a
Like
bit of
getting
a
married's
joke.
not expensive enough. Oh, it drives me mad.
Yeah,
It's
we
even
did
the little
that
things,
before.
new driving licenses and
Yeah.
all that stuff, and it's just mental. And it all adds up. You can't just go, "Oh, I'm married. Can you send me a new one?" It's no, you've got to pay for a new one
Yeah.
after paying for a wedding.
And then you'd think that if you do something with the councils, then it would change for like all council related things. It doesn't.
No.
Your tax is separate to your voting, which is separate to your bit. Like it's such a blag.
Yeah, it's a lot.
I don't
isn't it?
blame. So if there is anyone out there that's engaged and thinking about being progressive and keeping your name, fucking keep your name. It's not worth it. Don't just call yourself whatever you want behind closed doors. It's not worth it.
I think my mum, on half of things, haven't bothered. Like she's married to my old man, but like half of the things, like she is Collins, but like she isn't on other things. You know what I mean, she just kept her maiden name and just sacked half of it off because it's just like, what's the point?
Absolutely respect it.
Yeah.
I absolutely respect it. But
Well,
like we
anyway,
said,
congratulations, Harry.
yeah,
congrats,
congratulations. We'll do another
mate.
cheers. Double cheers.
Another
Double
cheers.
cheers. That's a
Congrats,
double.
mate.
Yeah, double.
Could have told us that before I let you down on the drink.
A double.
Nah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I see why you've saved it. I see why you've not. This is class. You've done it on purpose.
Saved it for
You're
the
so much better than us at this. That's mint.
Well, by the taste of my drink, it's more of a triple double, I think.
Fucking it. Honestly, it stressed me
What
out.
are we
looking
talking
at
about
that.
now? SORES scores, are we? Triple doubles?
Not for fucking my players, you know. Speaking of my players, I will finally be back to playing So Rare this weekend. It's been a long summer. I did buy England boys at the start, and then made the correct decision of selling them and cashing in on the profits. I would have won absolutely fuck all. But I'm back with my Burnley collection, my rares and limiteds. It's turned into more of a championship collection, really. I've picked up a couple. So I'm excited for this weekend. Excited to not be able to play James Trafford because he's not going to play. Excited
not?
for... No, I don't think so. I think it'll be Hladky, the boy we've signed from Ipswich.
Wow.
He wants out, yeah. And he's...
Didn't I see you might be signing Etienne Green?
You did see that we might be signing Etienne Green, and that will be as a backup, I hope, because he's shit.
Yeah.
He's a
probably one
bad
of the favourite
goalkeeper.
kids, isn't he? Interesting. Okay.
But Lyle Foster has just scored a banger, so I imagine he'll be keeping his place over Huntonji, who signed from Ken? He was on loan at your boys last year, wasn't he, Mark?
He was on loan at Rodez, yeah. He
how-
formed a formidable strike partnership with Kylian Corridor.
There it is. I was fully waiting for you to just call him Corridor. But you went Corridor. I like it.
Corridor.
Yeah, I've got a lot of time for it. How are we feeling about the return of English football, boys?
I'm excited. Probably not as excited as you because it's Championship, and same for Az because he's now League One. But
That's so unnecessary.
Thanks, mate. Thanks,
So
mate.
unnecessary.
I do enjoy the Championship. I was just looking at the fixtures. Is it traditional that the opening weekend of the Championship, all of the games on the Saturday at 12:30, or if Sarah Data just messed that up?
No, so you've literally just taken my next question out of my mouth. So I was looking because I would have sealed her away at the weekend, so I'm not going.
Yeah.
And 12:30 is all the Championship, 5:30 is all League One. And I didn't know this. Yeah, so I was thinking, what am I doing Saturday? I don't know what I've got any plans. I want to make sure I can watch it, and I've got to wait till 5:30 now rather than just a 3 o'clock kickoff.
Is that because it's Charity Shield at 3 o'clock?
Yeah, but why?
Yeah.
What is that on the Saturday?
Maybe.
Oh, yeah, so
I
it
think
is.
it's usually on the Saturday, yeah.
Oh, maybe then.
The
'cause that'll
Charity
be in between
Shield,
both, won't it?
yeah, the Charity Shield at 3 o'clock probably explains it.
All League 2 is 3 o'clock.
Yeah, but no one gives a shit about League Two though. So that makes sense.
I don't understand
That's a
why.
grim reason if it is.
Yeah.
But again, Saturday makes no odds to me whatsoever because we don't play till Monday. So
I am excited for all the European stuff to come back for sure. But like, one thing my gallery has unfortunately, become a victim of is just multiple injuries before the season have started. Is anyone else feeling? Yeah, just random ones. Like on the subject of Championship, Isaac Davis was at Kortrijk last season, back to Cardiff this year. 4 months out, hamstring injury. It's just like in pre-season, he was flying, scored a couple of goals. Just like little ones like that. And I can't afford to have too many of them. Do you know what I mean? At the Super level as well, because like there's only so many forwards you get, and it's like if you've got 10, you now have got 9, and it's like 8 ain't gonna play, and it's been a bit of a nightmare. I've had a couple. Quinton Timber got injured, but I think he's back. To be fair, he was on the bench today for final. Just little ones that you're like, season hasn't even started, lads. Like, give us a break.
get yourself a Lyle Foster, pal.
Van Leberge went off injured today for Brøndby, which is you up.
Have you seen the video of it? No, it's
No.
I don't know what it is, but I've seen the video and it ain't good. He's like bent his leg like inwards, if that makes sense. Like as if you're kneeling down, but only one of the legs have done that. If that makes any sense. Like he's got the block across, and his legs just kind of like come in on himself. So it's a weird one.
Screams
Yeah, so
ACL, that.
I have 2 of his rares, and I love him. And he's normally like my differential every week on like a challenger team. saw he'd gone off today and not seen any news on it, and now I've just been told he's probably out for the season, so that's fantastic.
Oh, that's a stinker, mate, honestly.
I'm going to have to tell Sam as well, because Sam, our Sora 7's hero, he's got his rare as well, so I'm going to disappoint him.
Actually, I think it's interesting that you've called him Also Rare 7's hero, because I think this time round, I think we've got a new hero.
We do, to be well.
I think he needs a shout out. Listen, I thought you were going to say because he was shit during the games, so you weren't going to call him a hero. But
No.
Connor, hashtag Big Flip, who's now apparently fucking world famous on Twitter, which is really fucking annoying. It really pisses me
Turkish
off.
people replying to it.
He's got all these Turks replying to him saying that fucking Sara's mint and they're sorry. He's still got these fucking Italians talking to him going bloop 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 bloop. Fucking annoying. And now he's fucking still reveling in his celebrity status.
Connor was doing his best for international relations, wasn't it? Yeah,
he was. When we went to Paris, he talked to them more, and he didn't talk to us at all, actually. But he did save 2 penalties in the Sora Sevens final.
Ooh, I tell you what.
To be fair, when you said new hero, I actually thought you were going to say Ash because of like the crossbar challenge.
Actually, yeah, you're absolutely right. Ash was the best player by a mile as well.
You guys went to Paris then, did you?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Az, do you want to tell Harry what happened 4 seconds into the first game?
It's a bit of a blur, but
it was because it happened that quickly, pal. It was a blur.
The cameras weren't even rolling.
It was that quick. The live stream didn't even catch it, which is honestly saving my life right now because I would never be able to say a bad word about anyone if this was on camera. But yeah, they blew the whistle for kick-off. The ball comes back to me in defence. I take one touch, completely miskick the ball. It goes straight to their striker and he scores within less than 5 seconds.
Yeah,
it was, and then that just kind of summed up the rest of the day as well because we were shocking. We were really bad that day.
Like, was that a Sora Sevens out there? Was that? Oh, that was the championship, wasn't it?
Yeah,
it was the
championships. Yeah.
So it was by like
Spain. Yeah, Spain won it.
I'm going to say we weren't shocking in the group stages. I think we were kind of taken by surprise a bit in the first game because the French, they play in that sort of venue all together week in, week out. It's slightly different rules to what we're used to. It's like a size 4 heavy ball, and it's like
futsal, isn't it? Kind of.
Yeah, like rebounding off the sides and all that sort of stuff. It took a bit of getting used to for us, but so I think we were like 4-0 down to the French in the first game, and it ended up like 9-5 or something, didn't it? So
yeah, found our feet in the end.
Yeah, we then beat the Italians, and then
had a really close game against the Spanish.
And then we narrowly lost to the Spanish, who eventually won the tournament. It was like 5-4 or something in the third group game.
Yeah.
Didn't actually play managers.
Yeah, and then after the group games, they brought out beer and pizza for everyone, and I think a lot of the other teams that were taking it a bit more serious
had one pizza between the teams.
Beer and pizzas, and
we also didn't know we were going to be playing 2 more games. We thought, we're not finished in qualifying. Yeah. So we started necking beers through this gap, and then we were 3 or 4 beers in.
I think we had 3 pizzas between 8 of us or whatever it was.
So they brought out like a keg of beer for each team, and I think it was me. It was about half of our team were drinking, weren't they? So we finished off our own keg, then we finished off the Belgians.
They
weren't drinking.
Clean it up.
Yeah, and then I think we shared half of the Dutch team's keg as well.
This was after
we were half cut in the knockout.
Bearing in mind that 4 of the boys were out until 5 a.m. the morning of. We just got a video of them cycling back along a bridge in Paris at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Isn't the venue weird though? Like that,
bizarre.
It's like a car park. It's the weirdest place ever.
Proper bizarre.
Because I played in that one where we played against like Sorare Data, and then like the locals that play in like Sorare Paris or something. They do
Paris 5,
like played against their team a couple of. Was that last year before last? Maybe can't remember when it was exactly, but yeah, weird venue, but it's class to be fair, isn't it?
I'm gonna say the setup's unreal when you're in there. Like it is so good.
Inside, outside. Did you play outside or in?
No, we played inside.
Yeah.
You know that one pitch that's like the black turf?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think Sorare are missing a trick not sponsoring that one. having the thing around the side like they do on that. The
it
betting
makes
one.
sense, doesn't it? From
I think it'd look good that.
colorway
Like
wise,
an all blacked out pitch.
Yeah.
I think it looks sick.
The Sorare
Sorare had a team as well. They were very
Oh,
good.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Who played
Yeah.
like Paul,
Dan.
Dan's decent, by the way.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
was.
Dan was decent. Yeah.
Yeah.
There were a few of them that looked. In fact, they did quite well, didn't they?
Yeah, they got all right.
They got to the knockouts, didn't they?
Yeah, finished fourth, didn't they? I think. Or
Yeah,
third.
they
Might
lost in
finish
the
third.
semi, didn't they?
Yeah.
I went on a night out with Dan.
Did you?
Fun fact, yeah. He was our tour
Where?
guide because obviously none of us knew our
I was
way
gonna
around
say in
France.
Paris.
Yeah,
Nice.
So yeah, we went out with him. It was decent. Went into some mad little, like the weirdest little dungeon pub I've ever been in my life. It was nutty. No, there was like some massive door on the other side from like the 1900s, and it was just like, do not enter. But people were entering. That's all I'll say. I don't know what was behind that. I swear to God, we were just. It was like me, Stish, Haber, but I don't think Haber came out. I can't remember now. But yeah, it was definitely Stish was there. And
Haber came out ages ago.
yeah, Haber came to the one I went to in Paris. Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry.
He might not have come out because they've gone home early.
He had some lads to drop off. He had lads to drop off. It's
Come
all right.
out though? I don't know. Had he come out at that point?
When was this? Last year?
Early last year.
He definitely
It's been
come
a
out.
few
like
years
that.
now,
He
hasn't
must have, he
Yeah.
must have, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He might as well have not come out for So Rare Sevens last weekend.
Shocking, was he?
Got slapped about in the final, yeah.
So I've heard some controversies. Mark mentioned, didn't he, that he brought all his ringers from Sunday League.
Yeah, ringers. Yeah, he didn't. He brought his YouTubers last year and
How do
didn't
you
win, so he turned up with his 11-a-side team this year.
As you say that, he actually brought a goalie to Paris with us. Like,
There you go.
to be fair, he does play Sora actually. It's
Yeah.
Flair? No.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Flair, yeah.
Is it Flair? It is Flair, isn't it? Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, he's a top kid to be fair, but that was the first time I met him. And then I realized he does play Sora as well as, you know, he like streams FIFA or whatever, but he brought like the whole band in, did he, for the most
Yeah,
recent one?
I'm looking forward to next year because I want to see where he steps it up to try and win next year. I want like all the players that he's been doing these football videos with, like Kieran Slicker, Chris MD, Mini Minter. I want all the YouTube top boys in there. That's what I
To be
want.
fair, Haber's a good little player. He's got good technique.
He's got.
Yeah,
he
he
can
is.
strike a ball.
Do you know what I will say? Seeing him in person as well, he has lost so much fucking
Has he
weight.
really? Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Crazy
some
amounts
serious
of weight.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair play to him.
Yeah, fair play to him.
He's a good player.
Indeed.
It was
I
a
He's doing the
tournament,
American
and
one
it
then,
was-
lads.
Oh, when we're doing a 2026, mate, World Cup.
Yeah.
You're out there
Well-
now, so you can start scouting like locations for us and
Yeah,
stuff.
I mean, we can use my old college, but it's just in Tennessee.
I'm down to come to Tennessee.
Right.
And in fact,
Tennessee,
actually, I'm
yeah.
in Nashville next month.
Wow, I met my mates there literally a month ago. Best place in the world, mate.
We're there for 2 nights while we have a big old road trip across America.
Oh, sick. Yeah, Nashville, mate. Honestly, Nashville's the best place in the world. When are you actually going? I might come and join you.
When am I actually in
I'm only
Nashville?
3 hours away.
Is that it?
That's
Just
like a-
3 hours away.
That's like a
That's nothing,
stone's
though,
throw.
yeah.
That's nothing in America, isn't it?
So we're
Literally
just
nothing.
outside Nashville. We're in Goodlettsville.
Okay.
I still find that mental that like Americans will be like, oh yeah, I've just got like a 10-hour road trip. And they just
fine
see
with
it
it,
as like a normal thing. Yeah, they don't care. Whereas like I had to drive to Carlisle, which was like 2.5 hours, and I was dead when I got there because I was like, I'm just sick of driving.
12th to 14th of September, pal.
Okay, September. Pretty sure my mate's coming out around that time as well from home. No, but I swear I would meet you if you fancy it. Like
Go
Nashville
for
is
it.
the
Absolutely.
best place in the world. I'm not even joking. For a night
It's,
out.
fun, it's funny how that like 3-hour trip is longer than it took us to get to Paris.
Yeah.
Yeah, overall.
Yeah.
But you actually lose you actually gain an hour from where I go to Nashville because Nashville's Central Time. This is Eastern.
Oh,
So,
right.
like,
Where are you? Connecticut.
No, Knoxville.
Oh, you know where? Do I feel like you've mentioned Connecticut before? Have I just
Connecticut's
made that up?
Laird.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Yeah, that might be that one.
Just getting my Americans confused.
No, he's.
I do think though that like with the World Cup 26, with what we're already doing now, we surely can get something set up
I think
because
so.
there's a huge amount of people that now want to get stuff like this sorted and be involved
Yeah.
and things
especially in
like
the
that.
summers.
And like,
Yeah.
there's enough people in America to want to come. Like, get because
Yeah,
then you can
it's
get
just
Laird
travel, isn't it?
involved.
It is
PSU.
tough. travel. They would all come. Yeah, all the American boys would come. Like no
Yeah.
doubt, regardless.
I think it'd be
get
class. It's like a
debut
World Cup
podcast.
event. Yeah, as a World Cup event, that could be sick.
You'll easily get I say easy, but like you got a better chance getting a venue because it's summer, because most of the colleges are not in school,
away.
obviously.
Yeah.
And they all have obviously decent pitches, no matter where you
Yeah.
go in the US. But yeah, if you need to do it in Tennessee, I'm sure I can work something for that one. I don't have, like, Laird might have a good connect. Like his son plays football, you know what I mean? There'll be pitches.
that's true.
Like pitches will be
Yeah,
There was
accessible.
Was it Laird? Was it Laird that was saying that, like, when his kid plays football, because it's like state football, he has to drive like 3 hours
Oh
for a
yeah,
football
that's
game?
everywhere though. Yeah, if you play travel football, like that's where you have to like spend money. Like
That's
yeah, it's
wild.
mental. Or you play like local or whatever. But there's no like you can't play like semi-pro out here. Like there's no like once you finish with college, you either make it pro or you don't. Like you just play Sunday. Like
Or,
they're not even there's Sunday league, but it's like Hispanic leagues and stuff, which they're sick. Like
Yeah.
they're good. But there's no like Saturday leagues out here. Like where we
Yeah.
got like 9th tier in England. That doesn't exist.
Don't exist because
Do you play out there now, Harry?
No. Well, like I play Sunday league, yeah, but I've been injured to be fair for like 5 months upon a bit of timber.
there is like
I've retired.
Tampa Bay Rowdies and that. Are they semi-pro? Are they technically pro?
Yeah, they'll be pros. So you got like USL
really?
League 2, which is like
Yeah.
all these kids who go to college come to the summer and play in like a summer league for free. They might get housing, but they won't get paid. League 1, USL League 1 is professional. Knoxville have a team called One Knox or One Knoxville. They're pro. That's League 1. Championship is what you're on about.
Yeah.
Time. So like you know the guy from MLS. What's the YouTube channel? You know, like the Sorry MLS something. I'm gonna forget the name. I've been on it a few times, but the one guy from there works for the Riverhounds. Like he's like Chris, I think his name is. I've actually met him out here. To be fair, top guy. He worked for them, so they're in the champ, and then obviously you got MLS. So you can't get there's no promotional relegation.
No, I know. Yeah, I know. There's no
Which is just
promotion.
mental,
They're
but yeah.
allergic to that.
I know. Nuts.
Yeah.
I think they'll have a meltdown. You
In all
know.
seriousness, though, we are keen to do something in 26, aren't we?
Yes. It'll be
Over-
like you have to think
yeah.
Sorry is massive at that point, right? Like on paper. So
Yeah.
the people who want to get involved. I mean, you could get enough now, I reckon, realistically. But never
think
mind.
so.
Probably.
Never
think the
mind. Like, how many
only-
would you look for? 50 to 100 people? Is that? I don't
We
know.
have,
Yeah.
we have like 60 to 70 at Series 7s. So probably
I think
In
similar.
like a World Cup one.
I
though.
think you'd want more. You know, because I think you'd want, like, obviously you'd want teams from every continent really if they're down.
Right.
You want
Yeah.
like 16 teams of 10.
I think
be
so.
okay.
Yeah.
Got you. Okay.
Bloody hell, I'm
Well,
abs- yeah, but your issue is getting people to commit to the
That's the
Cause
difference.
of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's all
So,
well and
like,
good being interested.
yeah. Like with the UK one, like 95% of the people that come are within a couple of hours drive. So
Yeah,
like
right.
most of them haven't really got much of an issue. Whereas if you need every team to fly in, you're gonna get pullouts and stuff. Where so
Yeah, for sure.
you can't really. I don't think you can rely on 16 teams. I think you're probably best having 6 or 8 big, like a huge number of players in each team, and then organising it from there, because you can at
Maybe.
least narrow it down and change it. But that's something that we need to sort out in a long time anyway.
Right. Yeah. You could gauge interest though for like now. Can you really?
Oh,
You'd
yeah.
Be like,
Yeah,
I know
I think-
people
'cause
are going to be fickle and be like, yes, whatever. But at least you've got like you can work off some raw numbers, can't you?
Yeah.
For now, type of thing.
How many teams did you say, Aaron? 10.
6 or 8.
Oh, I thought you
I'd
said
have
10.
said 8.
We say 10, and then we'll go top 10.
If
of
you
top
want to,
10.
mate. Yeah. What,
Yeah, speaking of top 10, should we play Tenable?
To it.
that is
Harry,
one of the
Before
worst
we move on,
transitions.
I just want to say
Oh, go on.
this ties in perfectly because I am taking a 3-month sabbatical in 2026,
Oh, yeah.
which has been confirmed. Yeah, from work.
Do you know what that- right, sorry.
3 whole months of paid leave.
Do you know what that means, right? That means you're actually, like, top dog. That means you're so important that you can just do that. And they're like, yes, absolutely. We love you so much. You can do that. You're
Well,
you're an
actually-
actual G, you know?
Well,
I just had to Google what sabbatical meant.
I need to be good Tenable.
so actually, they just
I'll explain you the rules, Harry, don't worry.
they just redid like our employee benefits thing, right? And
Yeah.
they basically said if you've been in the company for 10 plus years, you're entitled to a 3-month sabbatical. And I've been there
sick.
for over 10 years. So straight away, I was like, 2076, World Cup, USA. I'm booking it now. So I'm going to go do the World Cup,
that's sick.
I think, in 26.
That's mint. What a perfect time to do it as well.
And I'll do Series 7 while we're out there.
Yeah.
Why not, mate?
That's
Why
amazing.
not?
I'll just tell work that I'm ill for 3 months, and then I'll come out because I get great sick pay.
Yeah,
So,
I get sick. Well, I've fucking used half of it this year. I've used 3 months this year. It's been class.
With the injury records at Series 7s, mate, you'll probably do your metatarsal or break something or tear a ligament or something. I don't know.
Breaking news for people that aren't you two. I am potentially going to look at playing in the next Sorare Sevens. My physio's stepping up. The knee's feeling good. I've started running.
Talk about glory hunting. He's seen us come away with trophy 3 times in a row. I need to make sure I'm fit for next year.
He's not stupid, is he?
Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
Don't fucking talk to me about Sorare Sevens trophies.
You played in 1.5 games for it, man. I played more games in net from that tournament than you did.
Do you know my,
2.5 games,
favourite takeaway from that is that you've got the Sorare Sevens trophy pride of place
on my bookshelf.
On your bookshelf right behind you. That's
absolutely right, mate. My mum broke all my other trophies. They don't exist anymore. I've got one trophy, and it's my Sorare Sevens 2023 trophy.
You know, actually,
anyway.
not to take any limelight away from you, mate, but coming away from Sorare Sevens last weekend, I was thinking, do you know what? I quite fancy playing in the next one. And then you sent us a message saying, I'm going to do physio and I'm going to play. And I was like, I've got to fucking play now.
Yeah, we've got to play.
You haven't been playing, Mark, have you?
I've played bits, mate, but mostly it's just too difficult to organise it and play at the same time.
Yeah, I didn't.
Plus, he rolled his ankle in Paris after 35 seconds. So
yeah.
I'm never fit for the first game anyway, so I should probably just ref it next time and let you boys play.
Do you know what? I think, Mark, me and you, I think we made a great team this year. I think it was smooth as silk.
I think.
Did you ref? Did you two?
Mark refed. Chris Bullstar.
Yeah.
He refed some games for us.
Got
Yeah,
I don't think he knows how to blow a whistle though.
Really?
Because he was just shouting at people saying it was a free kick and a goal kick, but he had a whistle.
And when he did realise he had a whistle, when it was a free kick, he'd do the full-time whistle. But
then when it was full time, he'd just go
once.
And like
my best trick was that I knew time was up, but the ball had gone behind. So I wait for the keeper to go and get the ball, run off down the pitch to collect the ball, come back, take the goal kick, and then blow up for time just as he took the free kick to make sure we had the ball back. Because I knew if you blow up for time, the keeper's not going to bother getting the ball.
Right. Yeah.
Shout out to Chris though, because he did a hell of a lot that day, and he only actually came to spectate.
Yeah.
So
he refed every round we had.
He also refed the final for us because
he did.
Because Az's team was in the final, we asked him to ref the final because we didn't want anyone saying,
But then also, Haber was in the final,
so
there's bias either way.
Yeah, didn't think of that.
Oh yeah, he bottled it on that.
Was he fuming, Haber, then? Actually fuming?
No, he wasn't.
No,
it was fine.
No,
the rest of the Motley crew were.
It's one of them, innit? I think it doesn't matter. You could say there is literally no prize at the end of this tournament, and people will still get competitive. It doesn't matter.
No,
if
you're competitive,
it's a bunch of lads.
Yeah.
Exactly. Speaking of competitive, shall we go into a little quiz?
Yeah, let's do it.
I'm not going to interrupt you this time.
So, and that was a better segue, Aaron, into the quiz than
far better.
Speaking of top 10. So, Harry, Tenable, I'm going to ask you a question, and that question is going to be a top 10. So we've had previously the top 10 all-time scorers in the Premier League.
Got you.
So you'll give me an answer, then Aaron gives me an answer, and you alternate until one of you loses 2 lives.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
So, Aaron.
Yep.
Do you want... Because
non-football.
I ask Aaron every time, Harry, because his ball knowledge is just poor.
Dreadful.
Do you want a historic football question? I say not historic, it's an all-time question. Or do you want a current football question?
It's got to be current. I can't...
You want the current football question?
My history's shite.
Your current football question
Mm-hmm.
So, do you want to go first or second, Harry, for this one?
I'll go first.
You'll go first. Okay, let me get it into a different window so I can see everybody's face. Your first question today is the top 10 transfers of the 2024 season so far. So, of this summer.
This window. Oh,
So,
sure.
of this window. So, the reason I've picked this question is because we've realised from us talking about football, I have never been more switched off from football than this season. There are multiple players that I've got in my gallery that I didn't know had moved.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, stunning. So, the top 10 transfers from this summer so far.
I'm going to say Lenny Euro. He's got to be in the top 10.
Number one.
Wow.
52 million plus add-ons and injured for the start of the
After
season.
this.
I'm not even joking you. I actually don't know hardly a single transfer that's happened this summer.
No, I'm struggling after this, though, I'll be honest.
I think some
Like,
of them are really guessable.
Were they?
I know. I mean, like, I know ones that have gone
Okay,
threes.
I got.
That's like the issue. Oh,
Come on,
I
Az.
actually can't even think.
Come on.
Think good-looking Italian.
Oh fuck! I know what you mean. He's gone to Arsenal, hasn't he? But I don't even know his name.
You don't know his
Because he was. Oh, it's gonna. This is literally the worst category you could have given me. By the way, like I can't even think of a.
This is
hardly a
regardless.
Was
Oh,
what about
got another
Endrick? Was Endrick?
Endrick?
Is it Endrick? Is that what it's called?
Are you
Yeah.
saying Endrick?
Yeah, I'll say it.
Number 7.
Yes.
40 million plus add-ons.
We're on the
Bought him-
fucking board.
A while ago, he was just on loan, no?
He's in here. He's
Wow,
in my
okay.
list from Football 365, so take it up with Emery, unfortunately.
I'm going to be cheeky and go for that Arsenal player because I have another one in the bank as well, which I'm not going to give any clues of. But yeah, Calafiori from
That's it.
Bologna. To Arsenal.
Really good answer. Number 12.
Oh, yeah.
33.6
Do I get another
million.
chance? Oh, no.
So
You
you've
get
lost a life.
2
now.
lives.
So
You
was
get
it
2
30?
lives.
What's the bottom? 30
So
odd mil?
33.6 because it will potentially rise to 42, but it's 33 as a base fee.
Yeah. Ooh, I
So
thought I had
Aaron,
one.
you might be with a chance here. Come on, you plucked Hendrick out of nowhere. You've got to be plucking someone else.
I can't. What I'm trying to think is just Prem clubs that have announced someone already because I don't hardly know anything about other top 5 leagues really. This is going to be. I'm at the point where I don't think I've ever had to do this on like a tenner, but I might even just have to pass on a guess. I can't even think of a transfer.
You've got, come on.
I've got 2, I think, in the bank.
I think, honestly, looking at some of these, I can't believe you've not chucked some of these names out.
Mate, I don't have any interest in top 5 leagues. I don't have any players
still
from them
Red
other
Bull?
than I'm a challenger man.
Yeah, none of these are to challenger clubs, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Oh, this is so annoying because I can't think of anyone.
So that's one
I'm
all,
gonna
isn't it?
I'm gonna have to just pass on it and have a think.
Are you actually going to have to pass?
Come up with one. Mate, I don't know.
my God.
I can't think of a transfer.
There's some massive ones as well, you know.
I've got one, but I don't think it's massive. I know it's in that 30 to 40 mil, I reckon. But Drewsbury
Go on
Hall,
then. Chuck it. Who?
Kieran Drewsbury Hall.
Kieran Dewsbury Hall is not.
No.
He's number 17, flat 30 million.
Wow.
So
Yeah, like-
Aaron, if you, honestly, boys, I'm surprised.
I can't think of
you
any
know.
massive ones.
Wait
can't
till I
think
go
of
through
hardly
this
anyone.
top 10.
Yeah, well,
Don't say
no, the players,
Savio's
but
on there. Is Savio on there?
Is what?
Savio on there.
I can't. Savio's not on my list.
I won't use that because I wouldn't have got it. I won't take the hint.
Good, because he's not on my list anyway.
All right, you would definitely try to set me up then, wouldn't you? 'Cause you...
This is
To be
tough, by
fair, Harry would have accidentally set you up with Calafiori
the way. Yeah, I would have.
because it was
Yeah.
number 12.
Oh,
Yeah,
true.
honestly,
Chuck a name out as.
I think I got 3, you know.
what?
I'll let you chuck some out as well, Mark, after this, because I'm some massive transfers.
Who's gone to Arsenal? I'm trying to think. Obviously, Calafiori. Who have
I
Chelsea
will-
spunked on?
I know there's like big names like in the mix now, but I don't think there's any like movers on them yet.
I'll give you a clue, Harry, for you,
Go
and stop thinking about Arsenal.
Okay, yeah.
None in the
Scott,
top 10.
who's Chelsea spunked on? Seriously.
They've brought that keeper, but I don't know his name.
Yeah, he wasn't that much. He wasn't more than Dewsbury.
Ooh, Philip Jorgensen.
Yeah, he'd be similar,
he's not
no?
in there.
Yeah.
Because I know West Ham have got some big ones lined up. I don't think they've completed any of them.
Fair enough.
Unless
Interesting.
the only one I've got in is Somerville's 25 mil, so it won't be him.
Oh, I've got one.
Jeez.
I've got it.
The only West Ham one I can think if it's signed off is that Fulkrug, but I don't think it's gone through yet.
Are you saying Fulkrug?
Yeah, I'll just say it.
He's not. He's not in there, mate.
I know it's done, but Archie Gray's on there, isn't he? He's got to be.
Archie Gray's number 14.
What?
Flat 30 million as well. Mark, chuck some names out.
So I think 2 are Bayern acquisitions,
I won't have a
Correct.
I wasn't even thinking about outside of the Premier.
and I'm going to say Michael Elise
Michael Elise is number 4.
and
45 million plus hours.
Jalpalina.
Number 5.
Wow.
So to run you through your top 10.
I'm going to say also 2 of them involve Villa.
2 of them
and
do
one-
involve Villa.
One of them is Douglas Luiz.
Actually, sorry, 3 of them
Juve.
involve Villa.
Okay, Douglas
So yeah,
Luiz. Juve.
Douglas Luiz to Villa. From Villa.
Onana.
Diaby to Saudi.
Diaby.
Oh
to
shit,
Saudi.
4 of them. Fucking hell.
Yeah. And Onana.
So
from
so
Everton
you've got
to Villa.
Onana, Everton to Villa, 50 million.
What?
Diaby, Villa to Al Ittihad, 50 million.
Yeah.
Then you've got Douglas Luiz, Villa to Juventus, 42.5.
Jeez.
Aaron, you were close. Max Kilman, Wolves to
Kilman.
West Ham, 40 million pounds.
I knew they'd done some business, but I wouldn't have got his name.
Former Burnley legend Ian Matson, Chelsea to Aston Villa, 37.5 million. And then to round it out is Josh Xerxes, Bologna to United, 36.5.
See, if you'd have said like Meckelen's transfers or something, I'd have been more knowledgeable on it. But top 10, top
David
10,
Bates to Standard Liège.
Big Bates, yeah. You're my 240 now. Up the Bates.
So you had
Obar, he's
a couple. You had Elliot Anderson, Calafiore, Bongiorno, Archie Gray,
Emile Smith-Rowe.
Yakuba Minte, by the way, from
Minte, yeah.
Newcastle to Brighton. Igor Thiago to Brentford, Dewsbury Hall, Lenormand, Sociedad to Atletico.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's only just gone through as well, hasn't it?
Yeah. Lewis Hall, Chelsea to Newcastle as a permanent transfer.
Yeah.
And then Smith Rowe rounds out the 20. So there are your top 10. Harry comes away
As
with
if
the point
As if Villa spent 50 million on Onana.
on Amadou Onana. What I will say is his
He's a player.
ceiling is massive.
Yeah.
Like he's got every possibility of being a stunning footballer, but also his floor is really low. Because if he doesn't turn up, he really doesn't turn up.
Yeah, he can go missing, can't he?
Yeah. I think Everton are laughing getting 50 million for him right now. I think that's massive money. And speaking of laughing, Harry, you're laughing, mate, because you're 1-0 up going into round 2. Because the joy is now, it's not just a quiz against one of us. You do 1 round against Aaron, 1 round against Mark. So you get the best of both worlds. And this, again, is based on me, because it's something that I realised I don't have anymore now that I've sold Jordan Pickford. And it's someone to keep clean sheets in the Premier League.
Ooh.
So what I want to know from you two is the top 10 goalkeepers who've kept the most Premier League clean sheets in history.
History.
In Histoire.
Since
I
92.
feel like I wish
Yes,
I'd
it's
have.
96. It's Premier League.
I'd have been able to have a guess at these at least. 'Cause transfers, because if you don't know a name, you can't.
I asked you the question. I said current or
I know.
all time.
Who's
Who
going
went
first?
first?
I went
Harry,
first
did you go
first.
first last time?
Yeah.
Okay, Mark, you go first this time.
Okay. I'm going to say Edwin van der Sar.
Edwin van der Sar rounds out your 10.
He's 10th.
Yeah, I was going to
132.
say he was quite
At least-
late, wasn't he, in the clean
Yeah.
sheet?
think Petr Cech has the most ever. I could be chatting a load of rubbish there, but I think he has a decent amount.
Petr Cech does have the most ever, so 202.
Yeah.
And Edwin van der Sar was 132. So you've got a span of 70.
Okay. I'm going to say he was at United for quite. David De Gea.
147, number 4. Good from you, Mark. Well done.
Yeah, that is a good one.
It's more answers than Aaron provided.
I answered 2. I just didn't get them both right.
Brad Friedel? Or was that too much of a stretch?
Brad Friedel is tied 10th.
Wow.
So he's in
I get
there.
it.
Technically, he's number 8.
Technicality.
132.
Wow. Okay.
Do you say number 8?
Yeah, he said number 8.
There's
There's another one.
There's
Three players tied on 132. And a little clue for you, they're in alphabetical order. That's why they're 8, 9, and 10.
Right, I see.
It's horrible.
Oh, I've got a guess at that one.
Have you actually? Text it me, I'll tell you if it's right.
Just because of the alphabetical thing, it could be completely wrong.
If you get this, but you couldn't tell me that Amadou Onana went from Everton to Villa.
I could be absolutely miles out.
I'm gonna say.
Is it right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this next one just because how long he was at Spurs seemed like he was there for ages. But Hugo Lloris.
Hugo Lloris is not in your top 10.
Oh.
He's probably already in top 10 MLS.
I'm just having a look now.
Huff, by the way. So David De Gea was at United. Oh,
I think longevity is more crucial than being a top flight team as well.
Longevity is massive.
Right. Surely Joe Hart's got to be in there. Or maybe I've just fumbled, haven't I?
You have indeed fumbled. Joe Hart's not in your top 10, mate.
He won't have had too many seasons in Prem, will he?
Yeah, he wouldn't have, would
Don't
he?
think so. And then he did come back and play for us and West Ham. And he was
Fair.
still, even though I've seen James Trafford play for Burnley, he's still the worst goalkeeper I've ever seen at Turf Moor. And I watched Gabor Karaly play in his fucking pyjamas, so we've had a rough time.
If you're thinking longevity, then I'm going to say a guy that played for Liverpool, Portsmouth, Manchester City.
Wow.
As well as maybe Villa. I'm not sure. And I'm going to say David James.
Got to be, hasn't he?
Numero 2. 169. 69.
Have we got number 1 yet, by the way?
Yeah.
Yeah, Peter Cech.
Sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, yeah.
Petr Cech.
Yeah. The modern day Lev Yashin with his cap.
Okay, I've got it. If Shea Given's not on there, I'm
Oh,
done.
yeah, nice.
He's got to be.
Got to be, hasn't he? Come on, Az.
Shea Given's not on there.
Pay like $1 billion.
Shea Given is not in your top 10.
Oh my god.
I'm
So
surprised by that.
how many did we miss from that list?
So we've got
can't be many.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5.
You have one mark, by the way, 'cause you
I know,
went
yeah.
first. So
Yeah, but we got
if
still.
you want to seal it in style and chuck me a name,
Not to embarrass you, Mark, but even I got one that's left.
yeah, I'll give you your glory moment, Az. Don't worry. Unless Mark gets it now, which is that'd be annoying.
Yeah, that'd be a bit of a. Harry should have got this one technically from where he's from now.
Correct.
Oh, don't say that.
Correct.
That is just a very shit wind-up comment as well, because it doesn't have any effect on the
Does it
actual
not?
answer.
I was thinking like
So-
Welsh people.
The Welsh keeper.
Wayne
Nice.
Hennessy, definitely.
It's
Where
Casey
you
Keller.
live now?
Casey Keller.
Oh, Casey Keller.
It's not Casey Keller.
Yeah, I think I
It
know
is
that
an
one.
American. It is an American.
Brad
though.
Friedel with it.
Aaron, who's the other
Yeah.
American?
It's Tim Howard.
Tim Howard.
Tim
of course,
Howard's
yeah,
number
yeah.
9. Shall I run you through your top 10?
Go on
Yeah.
then.
So your top 10 are Petr Cech with 202.
Oh, wait, Jussi Jääskeläinen.
No. David James with 169.
Pepe Reina.
Pepe Reina's number 7 with
I wish I'd have
136.
gone on this one.
Mark
Michael.
Schwarzer is
Oh, yeah, I've seen
152.
that.
Oh, yeah.
David De Gea is 147. Boys, David Seaman, 141.
Oh, yeah.
I thought
Then
he was
this
after that.
this one's a tough one. Like, you talk about longevity, and he had so many years at Leeds and Everton. I'm pretty sure he played for Everton
Yeah.
as well. Nigel Martin,
Oh yeah,
you know,
Cornishman.
137. Is he?
He is a
That's why
Cornishman.
no one remembers him. Pepe Reina, Brad Friedel, Tim Howard, Edwin van der Sar. They are your top 10 boys. We'll put it down to rust because it's the first game of the season. But that was quite disappointing. But after next year's Sorare Sevens, I'll be on the list of all-time Sorare Sevens clean sheets. I'm not playing in goal next year. I'm going to fucking run that midfield.
There was a team this year. Did they not draw like 0-0 in like 3 games?
I think they only drew 0-0 twice.
Did they?
And then they drew 1-1, 1-1
in the other game.
Yeah.
Yeah, they drew every
But
single
they did draw
game.
all 5 of their games. Yeah. And then got absolutely spanked off Haber's team in the semi-final.
Yeah, they did.
But boys, with what I wanted to, when we were talking about the championship earlier, I want your top 2 prediction. I want your ups and downs. So Google championship table.
Yeah,
I'm going to say I need to get the table up.
Come on then. 3 up, 3 down. Oof. Right, I can't see past Leeds. Sorry to say, Ad.
No, I agree.
Nope, not this year.
I know you can't say that. I just think they've got too many good players still.
The team's not going to be as good as last season.
No,
Maybe.
But it's got to be. Well, I tell you what, Burnley got to be in with a shout, and they're not just being biased, but I'm struggling to see past.
You'd hope so.
Luton, Leeds, Burnley.
I like Luton's team because they've
haven't really
really
lost
not
that many,
they've
have they?
not lost any. They've lost their best midfield because
Right,
they've lost
Barkley,
Ross Barkley
yeah.
and Lokonga.
Yeah.
But they've still got good midfielders for the championship.
Right.
Is it Luke Berry, the boy that comes in?
Centre-half,
He came in for
yeah.
Barkley a few times. He's a good player. Still got Alfie Doughty. Ogbene's back from injury. Adebayo's back from injury. Still got Carlton Morris.
Chong.
Hashioka. It'll be miles better in the championship.
Has Ogbeni stayed?
Yeah.
So far,
That's another challenger forward for me. I just
Unless
assumed he'd
he's,
pissed off.
Yeah, and then
I'm
down.
sure he's still there.
Well, I've got a top 2 that's completely different to what I think
wow.
anyone
Okay.
will say. I think first this season, and I know you're probably going to laugh, or second. In fact, I won't even go first and second. I just think the top 2, depending on how well they play. Middlesbrough. I think
chance.
Middlesbrough this season. Michael Carrick had them after January, was it? They was the top performing team in the league.
Yeah, it's not like he was only their manager last season. They were the top performing league after the second half of the season, but they weren't the first half. They were like nearly getting relegated.
Yeah, but he brought players in. He changed it around. I think he's going to have them playing some serious football this season.
I think he's massively overrated as a manager.
Oh, I'm going opposite. I think he's underrated.
Stinking.
And then Sheffield United.
Sheffield United.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Sheffield United, yeah.
Do you know what? I've not seen a lot of people talk about Sheffield United, but they have signed some decent players.
Chief Keefe's gone there.
Yeah, if he stays fit, I think Kiefer gets top goal scorer.
He gets fucking run ragged by Maxime Esteve, by the way.
He's off, and surely he won't be staying.
Well, I've only seen someone come in and say that Wolves wanted him. This was 3 or 4 days ago, and then they've said they don't want him now. So,
mate, Sheffield's team is a joke. Callum O'Hare, Gustavo Hammer, Vinny Souza.
Hamer's got to go before.
Yeah, surely
Hamer.
Surely, they've got a good team. I trust he's still there. Jamie Shackleton, Reece
They're going up.
Who've they got in goal?
They've either got Adam Davis, Welsh Wizard, or Ivo Gerbic.
Exactly. You can put fucking anyone you want in front of them. They're both dog shit.
Yeah,
I remember people talking about fucking Gerbic starting over Oblak at one point.
I know, yeah, I remember those.
Because people had him on fucking So Rare. I watched him play against us last season. He might be the worst goalkeeper we've ever played against. He's horrible. He's absolutely horrible.
What about Plymouth? As in, like, not to go up. I mean, like, to go down.
Oh, to go down? Yeah.
Like, surely Rooney doesn't last.
He's just a bad manager.
Plymouth are gone. Oxford are gone.
Yeah.
And the rogue shout is Smodic left Blackburn?
No.
He's going though, innit? He's going to
Is he?
Ipswich.
If he goes, they
I
go
think
down
we're
this season.
nearly done.
They could struggle, couldn't they?
They were so shit last year.
Let me see if there's any more news because he was going to thingy.
I thought he went to Everton.
I'm going to say Rooney gets sacked before Christmas, but Plymouth stay up.
Oh, interesting.
And
there are
the reason
talks
Plymouth stay
ongoing,
up-
by the way. Smodics to Ipswich.
I think Morgan Whittaker has stayed at Plymouth,
Great
Good
player.
player.
Derby
Yeah,
legend.
and there's rumours that Jayden Dans from Liverpool is going to go there on loan.
Oh yeah, Neil Dan's son, isn't it?
Yeah,
It is indeed.
if Dans goes there, I think they stay up. If him and Whittaker up front, I think is enough firepower to keep them up.
Mate, not just being biased, right? But Cardiff, Anwar El Ghazi on a free. By the way.
Great signing.
Cardiff
Great
squad
signing
is
that.
good this year.
Mate,
Cardiff
we've
made
got that
some really
Wilfred
nice signings.
Kanga from Kortrijk. Sorry, he's from Hertha Berlin, but he was on loan, I think, to Standard Liège last season, I believe. He was dangerous last season in a couple of times I watched him. Obviously, Isaac Davis unfortunately injured. I'm just looking at the midfield now. Turnbull, I know he wasn't great, but like £2 million worth of Celtic player there. Like he hasn't shown it yet, but there's a player in there somewhere. Ramsey, if I know, massive if fucking stay fit.
If he stays fit, yeah.
Like he
He'll
could
pull
be
strings.
decent. Siopis is decent. I don't know if you've seen him play. He's like Gary Medel reincarnated. He's like
You see
3'5".
little bulldog.
No, mate, he's a little Greek bulldog. He's like Bolat's love child, like our manager.
Chris
Ruben
Willock's not a
Colwell.
bad player as well, you know.
Chris Willock.
Chris
I know,
Willock, good player, yeah.
Callum O'Dowd's fit now. He used to be at Oxford. Really
Nice.
good left-sided Bristol City, ex-Bristol City, sorry. And at defence, you just signed fucking Callum Chambers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
You've got to think you're a playoff team, aren't you, at that point?
Well, if Anwar El Ghazi and like whoever else is kind of firing, like Gutas is a good defender from Greece as well. Perry NG's. Have you watched Perry NG?
I love Perry NG.
Yeah, he's a good player. Like,
I've loved Perry NG. I've loved Perry NG since he was a bronze on FIFA. Because I used to have him in a bronze team on FIFA. He's sick.
I'm on the transfer market here. Oh, sorry, he's worth like 4.2 mil.
It was Perry NG that was at Crewe, isn't it?
Yeah. He's from he's a Liverpool lad. Yeah.
I'm kind of glad Huddersfield have gone down, to be honest. Just the actual quality in the Championship this year is
much better.
Very, very high.
Yeah.
Callum Robinson.
I think he's
you've got some good depth.
He's not great. Like, he was rubbish last year. He couldn't get a game, but like
Good squad player.
Scored goals at that level. Like he's not.
I tell you is I reckon probably the best like squad player in the Championship, Michael Obafemi. What a fucking player!
I like Obafemi.
Third choice striker, stunning.
Scores goals.
Do you know what? Yeah. Michael Obafemi is staying at Burnley and he's there for nothing but vibes. He'll barely play a minute all season, but he's there for vibes.
Yeah, he seems like a proper joker of the group type of thing.
When we had him and Teller, because they were like dead good mates from when they were at Southampton, those two were class to watch because they just love each other. Also, I came the closest I've ever come to crying at a video of an ex-player the other day. Someone was interviewed. I don't know where the interview was. I can't bring myself to watch the full interview in case he talks about it anymore. Someone was talking to Teller and they asked him the question, like, how did the move to Bayer Leverkusen come about? And he immediately doesn't even take a breath and just goes, I thought I was going back to Burnley.
No
I
way.
loved it. I was gutted that I didn't go back. I loved it there. I had a great season. We had a great team. And genuinely, I watched it and I was like, I might cry. Yeah. They say don't fall in love with a lone player, but it seemed just ridiculous business not to sign him.
Is
I have a question
Sanderberg
for you.
going to stay?
Oh, it's a tough one, mate. He's off to Fenerbahce by all accounts.
Is he? He's too good for Champ. Way too good.
I think he's too good for Champ. That's why we signed him last season.
Right, yeah.
Well, I mean, he came up with Sheffield United, but he didn't play today because apparently he's got a bit of a knock. Funny that he didn't have a knock before today. It's one of them. From a football perspective, I'll be gutted to see him go because he's our best fucking player by a mile. From a so rare perspective, if he does go to a team like Fenerbahce, I'm absolutely fine because I've got his limited and his rare, so it's win-win for me and gives me a differential in a championship stack. So, just for like interest's sake, my top two are Burnley and Leeds. My coming up in the playoffs is a rogue one, and I'm going to go based on the form of when Danny Roll came in and say Chef Wednesday. Because when Danny Roll came in, they were one of the most informed teams in the Championship. He's had his own pre-season, brought in his own players. I like Sheff Wednesday this year.
Sheff Wednesday
and going down. Oh shit! I forgot Sheffield United start on -2 points. You know.
Did they really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about that. I was just looking at the table. Then I was like, "How have they conceded 2 goals already?" And then realised it was points. Going down, I'm going to say a couple of mad ones. You know, Blackburn because fuck Blackburn. Preston because fuck Preston. And
I'm going to say a couple of mad ones and just say the teams that I hate.
Oxford. No, but I genuinely think Blackburn will go down this year.
Yeah, if they lose Smodic, I think they will. Yeah,
I think that should go down. They seem to be in a. Do you know what? Actually, they've signed some half decent players. They've signed the lad from Japan who's a decent finisher.
Ohashi.
Yeah. He's involved. He was involved in most of San Frecce's goals, wasn't he? So, and then is it Mac Targay, the fucking 6'4" big cunt.
Belgium guy from Belgium somewhere.
I think so. He could do a bit of damage.
Sunderland.
I think they're destined to stay in the Championship forever. Like I think they could genuinely be 10 points clear at Christmas, and I wouldn't tell you they'd go up.
They've got literally every failed wonder kid I can think of.
Yeah.
They've got Patrick Roberts, Giancarlo Poveda, Adil Akliuchi, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
They're not going to throw Job in there yet. He's still young, but maybe. To be fair, it ends there. But just like a weird group of players. They got I don't recognise any.
They go through them all, don't they? They had Januzaj, they had Jack Clark, they go through all these.
They still got Jack Clark, to be fair.
They still got
Jack Clark's their best player, to be fair, isn't he?
He's off to. They reckon he's going to Ipswich. That's why.
Yeah,
but I think they've just replaced us in the new team in the Prem signing Jack Clark. Because we were linked to Jack Clark for 3 years. At one point, we offered him 15 million.
Wow,
and
he's a good player. He's sharp.
He was at Tottenham, wasn't he?
He's probably not 15 mil. Yeah,
is he the one that went from Leeds to Tottenham and then never played?
Yeah,
I think he did. Yeah,
because he was class for Leeds. I know that but he was class for Leeds.
Yeah,
Pompey could go down.
Yeah,
we know a lad that works for Pompey now, so
my cousin plays at the back front.
See there, you can't say they're going down. That's bang out of order.
Yeah.
Just be fuck it. Yeah, I think they could go down as well.
Yeah, fuck them. They're going down. Fuck off, James.
Their new physio's shite. There'll be injuries all season.
Honestly, there will be. You know,
well,
you won't see a single player come out the academy either because they're fucked from physio. Like they'll all have cramp every week. Shite.
My cousin did his ACL.
See, it's fucking James. It's James. He knows what he's doing.
He's just coming back from his ACL injury.
Who's the physio at Pompey?
James Coleman.
James in the group.
From our group chat.
Yeah, West Ham Jim.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Literally, I never knew that. I never knew that. Sorry, James.
That's why he didn't come to Sevens because they wouldn't give it him off work.
I just goes to show how much attention I pay to our Surrey group chat now.
That's all right, mate.
I had one question for you boys.
2.5 years now.
Wrexham, another promotion.
Straight up.
Yeah. Nope. Is it straight up?
Yeah, straight up.
Nope.
Second. They're finishing second.
Who have they bought? I'll be honest, I haven't really followed their.
They signed. They signed Dan Scarr from Plymouth, the big centre back from Plymouth. He was pretty good, to be fair.
They had a League One team when they were in the Conference League.
Arthur and Conquo, the goalkeeper that they had on loan from Arsenal, signed on a permanent, for free.
Has he?
Yeah.
Fucking hell, that's a good sign.
I'm looking now, 1.9 million worth. What they pay? They got him on a free. That's mental.
Yeah.
Wow.
So Birmingham are going to win that league by far.
I don't think they are. I don't think they are.
They're going to walk it, mate. The team's too good. Huddersfield are finishing second, and then it's someone else who are going to get playoffs.
I know I'm biased saying Burnley, but we've actually got a decent squad. There's not a fucking chance you finish second.
You had a decent squad last season before you then just predicted mid-table.
It's company's fault.
Now you've got Scott
You've got Reece Healy. You've got Reece Healy playing for you as.
Yeah, mate.
It's a funny story. When I was playing youth team football in Wales, a lad who played in my team, Reece Healy, lived at his house at the time whilst he was at Cardiff because he was young at the time or whatever. And he used to come and watch us play. But anyway, there'd be times where you go to the casino. That guy lived in the casino to the point where I've never seen anything like it in my life. Like it must have been
must be why he likes us because there's one not far from the stadium.
Yeah, mate, well, no, Cardiff City Stadium. Have you ever been to Cardiff City Stadium? You probably have.
No, I am.
It's in a retail park, and there's literally a casino opposite the stadium. Like, you've got EW Sports, you've got Costco, you've got Asda, you've got a fucking casino, right, smack bang in the middle. And that's
It's
not
like
joking.
it's like Wigan, isn't it? Have you been to Wigan?
No, I've been to Bolton, but I've never been to Wigan.
No, sorry, not Wigan. It is Bolton. That's like that, isn't
Is
it?
it?
It's got the
Yeah,
retail
they got
park around it.
retail
Yeah,
park,
yeah. Same with MK Dons as well.
I've never
Healy-
seen. I've
Sorry,
never
go on.
seen a stadium go through more name changes than Bolton Stadium, by the way.
What was it?
I
Echo Arena?
couldn't even tell you what it's called now. It's been the Macron, it's been the Reebok, it's been
that
the
was
University of Bolton, it's been fucking all sorts. What is it now?
For a sponsor in there.
What actually is it now?
I know it's a big if again, like the Aaron Ramsey thing, but if Healy stays fit, he will battle for Golden Boot this season.
Mate.
He scores. Like, he got injured straight away for us in the Championship, but he's like goals to minutes is mental. Like every game he played, he scored in. He just got injured for most of the season.
I didn't
played
realise.
five-a-side with him on a random note. Yeah, I played five-a-side with him. Not like a competitive game. Like, they just were looking for a kicker out, and he just came over on our pitch and we played. This is years ago now. He was a joke. He was so good. Like, left foot, right foot, it just didn't matter. He was just like finishing ridiculous.
I didn't realise that Birmingham had signed Alfie May from Charlton as well.
Yeah.
They nicked him off us, the bastards.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because their keeper has got wrists that don't work. Honestly, it's like a fucking. We talk about the saloon being open. Bailey Peacock Farrell's wrists are like saloon doors because they're just like this, flapping about, useless.
Your only issue is he won't. I don't think he'll have much to do there. Going to be. I don't think
he'll have many saves to make. By the way, Bolton Stadium is called the Tough Sheet Community Stadium.
Tough Sheet.
It will be tough sheet when they get relegated. Wankers. Shall we test our actual football knowledge and play some sore red darts?
Well, let's do it. Because I've just gone on. I thought I'll have a quick look whilst we're chatting and realised my two lineups for the weekend coming both had Jordi van Lebergen as captain because they were playing someone who was like bottom of the league. So
that's a stinker, mate. That's an absolute stinker.
I've had a bit of a look.
We're all picking a team this week, right? Because football's back.
What, doing 3 each?
Yeah.
No, we need a podcast score because it'd be void then if we don't get like a. If we ended up doing well.
I need to pick 3 Burnley players.
Well, yeah, that's why we're doing it this way.
Fine, I'll go first.
Separate players or 3 same team?
So
just 3 players.
Any positions,
Okay,
any club, as long as they play between Friday and Sunday, and preferably before 8 o'clock on Sunday evening.
Yeah. Right. Okay.
So that when we record the next episode, we can total the scores up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless Aaron makes up the rules to his own game and then picks a player that plays on Monday night. Oh fuck! I can't pick a Burnley player.
Yeah,
plays Monday night.
Sake.
Shit.
Well, I'm going for a very big score, boys. So you might need low because I'm going Dries Mertens.
Ooh, that's big. That
context. Who's he playing?
Sorry, Mark needs a 45-minute description of why you've picked him.
They're at home to, is it Atayaspor? Is that how you pronounce it?
Sure.
And he just scores for fun, and he's been playing well in pre-season. So I've got a feeling that he's just going to run rampant on. In fact, I actually looked when they played. So let me have a look before I Galatasaray fixtures. Oh, Friday night. Oh, Hatayspor, they play Friday night at 7, so I can even watch it.
When are the next fixtures here?
Is it not 3 each, or are we just doing 1?
So we pick 1 each.
We'll do 1 for the pod,
and then you go up against us.
Yeah.
So I'm going to pick someone that, if he starts, could score well, but there is a chance that he starts off the bench again. Okay. However, they didn't score this weekend. So I'm going to say a mental signing, Vaclav Černý for Rangers.
Oh,
yeah, but they're home to Motherwell class.
That's why I've picked him, mate. Because Motherwell are shit.
As if no one's even gone for the joke.
Mate, Aston Oxborough, the Motherwell keeper, got me 96 points this week.
Yeah. Exactly, against Ross County.
Class.
Yeah. He got
Mark?
man of the match against Ross County.
You got your script ready?
Yeah, here we go. Harry, settle in, mate. This is like the start of Star Wars, this.
You ready, boys? I'm going to give you a full description now.
I've been excited. I've been waiting for this. But
Yeah.
The 3 weeks we've had off, I've been like, oh, I wonder who Mark would have picked this weekend. I wonder how would have told me. Here we go.
Ready? Moritz Kiergaard.
Oh. I'm begging for context at this point, please.
It's good from you, to be fair.
Obviously, Salzburg player, arguably their best player, centre mid. They're at home to Blau Weiss Linz, who got promoted into the Austrian Bundesliga last season and stayed up. So well done them. Their goalkeeper, actually, Nicholas Schmidt, always scores quite well, even though they're a Schmidt team.
Hey, stunning.
I'll just spell it, Mark. I can't find him on Sora.
Just put Moritz, Mauritz.
Yeah, got him.
Cool. That's not how I'd have spelled Moritz, to be fair. So.
Well, that's why I couldn't find him.
It's not Moritz Bolts.
Yeah, but see, that's mad, isn't it? Because is that where your mind when you say Moritz? Is that where you're straight to Moritz Volts?
Yeah.
I'm straight to Moritz Leitner.
No, straight to Moritz Volts, Fulham legend.
Former Dortmund centre mid that bounced around the Bundesliga. I wonder where he is now, Moritz Leitner.
So, yeah, Moritz Volts. Moritz Kiergaard will get a 72.
So me and Mark are pretty much getting 180 between us. So Adam, we just need yours to DMP.
I've already said mine.
No, I'm just saying you just need it with DMP.
Oh, you're just saying you want him to DMP? Yeah, you could do, to be fair.
Yeah. Mertens 100. Kiergaard 80. Harry, have you got an idea?
Yeah, I'm gonna have a goalkeeper now. I'm gonna go Diogo Costa at home to Gil Vicente. Hoping for a nice little flat 60. Don't break a sweat. Just don't concede. I'm gonna go Big David Bates against his old club.
Nice, paying for one for us there.
Yeah,
I'm having to line him up this weekend because I've just got a feeling that they get battered.
Smash.
Yeah.
Well, Liège just smashed it, to be fair. So yeah.
Yeah, they do look good.
Be a surprise. So I'm hoping. Yeah, flat 6. I'm trying all. I'm going to go 60, 60, 60 for my lads. Yeah, Bates obviously it's my second pick, and then up front I'm going to go Barış Yilmaz. I am going to follow the Dries Mertens trend.
Ooh, nice.
And hope Barış Yilmaz plays. Obviously played in the Euros and stuff. So I don't know whether Gala got battered, didn't they, against Besiktas this weekend?
Yeah,
5-0 if he played.
5-0.
Well, I might have a look at that.
Wow, Standard are yet to concede.
Are they not? No. And they played Genk as well last game.
Yeah, 0-0 and 1-0 so far.
That's mad. To be fair, he didn't play, lad, so I'm a little bit worried. He wasn't even in the squad.
Ooh.
You've got time to change.
You've got time. It's not locked in yet.
Okay, I'll go Aral Simsia then for Midtjylland.
Go on, I'll spell that.
Well, now he said the team, I'll just search a player that I do know how to spell and then find him within the squad. That's my...
Is it Paulinho?
No, it was Lossell.
Oh, okay. Yeah, of course it is. Huddersfield legend. As I realised, I don't know if he had a card in your collection for Mechelen, but the young lad Enoch Aguirre, has he got a card in that collection? No? I take that as a no.
I mean, to be honest, I haven't done this year's collection. I've only picked up a couple of them.
Can you see? You can't really see him, can you?
It's not focusing.
Oh, that's sad.
How are you spelling it?
He's Enoch, Enock.
Yeah.
And then Aguirre, Agyei. Have you?
Yeah.
Have you got a card?
No, sorry, no, I found him. Sorry,
okay. I was going to say, because he's featured a lot in pre-season.
Has he?
Yeah.
To be fair, he hasn't had a card for a long time. He's only got 35 rares.
I know. I don't know where he were last year. Let me have a look. But yeah, he's been proper knocking about in pre-season, so I'm hoping he gets a bit of game time.
Was that you according to this?
He might have just been in under 23s, to be honest.
Is that 3 from Harry then?
Yeah, that's Harry's 3.
Goalkeeper, defender, forward.
Yeah, he was only ever on loan at Mechelen.
Yeah. It's a very tough year to beat on Sored, seeing as though in the 23-24 season, Penn scored 179.8 as the best score.
Can't be surprised
So-
though. He's the stats man.
He is the stats man.
He's literally a man that comes with the stats. So we were expecting big, and my God, did he deliver?
Yeah. So we'll keep. I've kept that score pretty much. It'll stay there now forever until anyone beats it. Which to beat it, you've got to do it within 0.2 points. So
Well, if we're starting a new season,
I'll keep track of the highest
double-double.
this season as well.
yeah, I think that wins last season. We keep it as an all-time.
Yeah.
I'll let him know now that he needs to do a giveaway because he's won.
Wasn't it the rule you had to give away your whole gallery if you won?
Whoever wins had to give away their whole gallery. Yeah, so it is what it is, isn't it? Sorry, lad.
Maybe on our 10th season we'll do like the winners of the winners go up against each other.
Yeah. I like that a lot.
Like when Gladiators did Champions of Champions.
Yeah. Also, rest in peace to it's Tax. I can't remember his name. Is it John Anderson?
John Anderson. The Scottish
the referee. Yeah.
yeah.
Gladiators, you will go on my second whistle. What a boy! What
Do
a
you
fucking
know
boy.
what's he called? The Geordie does it now.
Clattenburg.
Mark
Yeah,
Clattenburg
Mark
does it
Clattenburg,
now.
yeah.
But have you heard his Scottish accent he tries to?
No,
Yeah,
does he do a Scottish
no way.
accent?
It's like the Joey Barton of the Scottish accents. He just tries putting it on really bad.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen Mark Clattenburg's tattoos?
No.
So he's got
Not something
tattoos
I've ever
from
Googled.
when he. I just remember it being in like a headline. He gets a tattoo every time he refs a big game. So he's got the Olympic rings on his arm because he refereed the Olympic final. He's got like the Champions League tattoo on his leg when he's refereed the Champions League final. So he's like got all the major games that he's refed in like big tournaments. He's got it all tattooed on him, which I quite like because if a footballer did that, people would be like, "Oh yeah, look, he's achieved like the pinnacle. It's cool." But like when it's a ref, you're like, "Oh, what? It's a bit of a wanker." Actually,
Jordan
but it's the pinnacle of his career, isn't it?
Yeah,
So
Jordan Henderson's got the Champions League on his thigh now, since they won it. Do you remember I was saying to you when we was in Paris because we were there and it was the quarterfinals, wasn't it? And there was two English refs reffing two of the quarterfinals on Friday, and I said, "Don't you find it mad how everyone is like going mental because we're in the quarterfinal, but no one says anything about the fact that we got two out of the 4 games of the quarterfinals are English refs."
And also, the 2 refs that were there aren't even good refs.
No,
They were shocking. They were
But
really.
what we were saying is like how amazing that is for the family of the ref, but literally no one else cares.
No, nobody else in the world.
No.
Like Mark Clattenburg and John Anderson, I've got a Sore Air Sevens tattoo down here with the first time we won it. Yeah,
I was going to do that, and then instead I've just got an ACL tattooed on my knee to pretend that I've got one. So that's what I got tattooed instead. That's a pinnacle of my career, is having an ACL. So it's a distant memory. Just got hamstring in there now.
G-string, innit? Fucking hamstring.
It's fucking meta G-string, mate. I thought you said a G-string, and it feels like it's probably about as thin as a G-string, so it works the same way. It's definitely not as strong. Fucking hell. Well, boys, is there anything else you want to talk about?
Your leg is about as close as I've come to a G-string recently.
My leg is as... What have you been doing with my leg?
Doesn't matter. We shared a room in Paris. We shared a room in Paris, mate. You know what happened.
I had a great time, to be fair. I watch you get ready every day, mate. That's the only reason I got out of bed.
I was going to ask Harry, because I always hear these things that Laird and Andy Black talk about on their Surrey data streams about stuff in America, and it like blows my mind. Some of the stuff. I think the other day they were talking about their car tax or something, and just how much they had to pay and what they had to do it and stuff. I wanted to ask Harry, like, what's the weirdest thing since you've been living in America that you found so
like
strange?
The worst difference.
Yeah, the most mental difference.
other than Americans.
Yeah, that's a big enough difference in itself.
Straight up the worst.
What is the biggest difference? I'd say, okay, yeah. So I'd say the biggest difference for me is like the choice. I know this is like probably a cop-out answer in a way, but like just the choice and the vastness of like the fast food that there is here. Like back home, you know, if you leave your house, you go into KFC, Burger King, nobody really goes, or McDonald's or Subway. Yeah, that's literally it. I know they're bringing out Taco Bells and now, like they're kind of Americanizing it a little bit. But if you're being honest, as a kid, they're the 3 you're gonna go to, right?
Yeah.
Out here, it's just a joke. Like everything's a fast food. You know, like, and even if it's not, it's a restaurant, and it's just like the choices that you've got to eat out here is so like so vast. Like I feel like hardly anyone just cooks at home, which is not a good thing from like a health standpoint, obviously. And it's expensive.
Yeah.
Like it ain't
It
cheap to
correlates
eat out.
a lot.
Yeah. So like I'd say that's the biggest thing I can think of off the top of my head. That's just like a cultural difference that like there's just too much choice. It's like overwhelming. Like I'm not knocking it, but like it's just different. Like back home, you don't get that choice in a good way.
The whole thing, and I think they touched on this Data podcast a while ago, is the whole thing that blows my mind is the whole tipping culture. Just
Crazy.
completely
I'm dreading that.
Yeah,
That one.
Like me and my mate got chucked out of a bar in Texas, right? Because we were buying drinks and with our card, and the lady was giving us a receipt. And I was just like, you know, when you get a receipt here, you just kind of just leave it and just push it to one side and walk away with your drinks or whatever, because who wants a pocket full of receipts? So I didn't realize that she was giving me the receipt so I could write down what tip I was going to give her to hand back, to sign and hand back. So every drink I was buying, or every round I was buying the drinks, she was pouring them, she was giving me the receipt, and I was just like throwing it back at her with no tip or signature on it until...
Bang out of order that.
Yeah, well, I didn't even realise, to be fair. Until about,
it's normal, but
it's normal for them, but it's not for us, right? So until about like 5 or 6 rounds in, like she refused to serve us because she was like, I've served you like 6 rounds already. You haven't given us a tip. And we were just like, what the fuck? And then we offered to like give her like $50 to make up for whatever the tips that we were missing or whatever. And she was like, no, you got to leave. So then we got kicked out.
Send it down and kick you out instead?
Yeah, we got kicked out of this bar, yeah. For not tipping.
Fucking idiot.
I know.
It's stupid.
$50 someone that's not a bell end.
I know, yeah. Fucking hell.
It is mad though.
I'm dreading that.
They just don't pay their staff basically. Like they just pay them, like,
that's it.
$2 an hour, and then like they rely on cash to basically fund their day basically.
It's mad, isn't it?
But there's just no rules in that sector. I don't think it is. I don't know the ins and outs of it, but it's something to do with the hospitality sector.
When you say about people like not eating at home and going out to eat all the time, have any of you lads seen this lad? He's called Caleb. I see him on TikTok all the time. He's like a lad, glasses, curly hair, and he does like financial audits on people.
Yes,
and like
I know what you mean.
Tries to give them like financial help and stuff.
Right.
Yeah. But he fucking rips the shit out of them. Like if they're spending their money on shit that they don't need to, he just annihilates them. And like I obviously on the face of it, it's the most boring content concept, going through someone's finances and telling them how they can do it better. But like he kills them. Like there was one guy today that like I was watching it and he spends like $400 a month on fast food. But he's borrowing always DoorDash. But he's borrowing money off his dad every month to pay for his bills. And then he was like, why are you spending all this money on fast food? And he's like, I need to eat. And then he just, honestly, for like 5 minutes, he just goes fucking mental. He's like, have you heard of a fucking sandwich? Bread, cheese, meat, bread, nice. Have you heard of a fucking apple? You don't need to eat out to eat. And he's just going on and on and on. And honestly, I don't know how you could go on the show knowing he's going to fucking annihilate you.
They sign up to go through their finances, knowing that they're in a bad spot. They'll be like, oh, yeah, you owe 90 grand on a credit card. And they're like, yeah, but that's for my car. And they're like, well, sell the car. And he's like, no, I need a car. I'm like, yeah, but you just need a 90 grand car. You just need 80 cars, so sell the car and get a cheaper one. No, but I don't want to drive around in a shitty car. Well, what are you fucking signing up for then, you daft twat?
This lad was like, oh, no, I've not done any work this month because I'm taking 25 credits at college. And he's like, but I've seen your transcripts. You can't afford to do that. You can afford to do 15, and even then you might fail because you're obviously not an exam person. And he's like, just going and going. He's like, you said you're going to 2 colleges. How are you paying for wherever he's like Lone Star College or whatever? And he's like, how are you paying for that? He's like, oh, I've not had to pay yet. And he's like, okay, but how much do you owe? And he's like, oh, for the first semester, it's like $1,600. And he's like, okay, how are you going to pay that? And he's like, oh, I hadn't thought about that yet. And he's like, it's just fucking so stupid. So stupid.
I just can't imagine putting your... Sorry, Mark, go on.
I would pass judgment on the $400 a month on takeaway, but I counted up my eating out for the month of May a while back, and I spent just over 350 quid in May.
But
Yeah,
you're
I
not
bet
putting
they're gonna
yourself
say the
in
same
financial
argument.
difficulty to do that.
No, but
It's a lot of money.
You're not.
but
You're not buying a takeaway every night with that. You might go out
you're
on
going
like
out
Saturday
to eat.
and spend £100 on a 3-course meal and a drink or whatever because you can, and you can go out and enjoy it.
Yeah,
You're not
to
just
be-
buying a fucking Taco Bell 5 nights a
We've
week.
seen what you make for yourself, so I can't even imagine where you're going to eat. Do you know what I mean? Like you're having a confit duck and some couscous at home. Like where are you going to eat? Gordon Ramsay's restaurants and stuff. Like you're a big deal, mate. You're a big shot. You can spend that money.
I had sausage rolls and Doritos for my tea tonight, by
That's
the way,
a
just to
fucking
kind of go on
belter.
at level.
That's a belter. I am gonna have leftover curry and some. I'm not gonna use a fork. I'm gonna scoop it up with some Doritos.
Me and the missus have had a horrific day, and we sat down and went, I can't be asked cooking, and we're not ordering food. What have we got? And she came back in with these sausage rolls and a bag of Doritos, and we went, I'll do cooking, and we just sat ate them.
I had America's finest Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Stunning. I went to my brother's yesterday, and we did like. Have you ever seen these board nights that people do?
Yeah.
Where like everyone has like a theme. So my brother wanted to do colours, and at one point I just had a plate that had some Sour Patch gummy bears, 2 little like tube yogurts, some Matchmakers, some pink jammy Dodgers, some Viscount biscuits, some Skittles, and some Rebels, and some Reese's Pieces. It's the best plate of food I've ever made for myself in my entire life.
I do love shit like that.
Stunning. I had no intention of eating.
What Harry was saying about like the options over here, there's been like a little American stroke Canadian invasion on Gloucester.
Yeah, there has. Same here.
We've had a Tim Hortons open.
We've got a Tim Hortons.
A Taco Bell.
Actually, shit, by the way.
We've got a Wendy's.
And the Popeyes has opened.
Oh, we've got Popeyes as well. Yeah, we've got Popeyes as well.
Yeah, they're all in Cardiff.
We've got Wingstop by us now as well.
We've got Wingstop in Nottingham,
Yeah. I heard a story about Chick-fil-A. Like they were gonna go to Gatwick or like Heathrow Airport or something, but Chick-fil-A's a religious joint. Sorry, so obviously it doesn't open on Sundays.
It doesn't open on Sundays. Yeah,
and that was like basically the reason why it didn't open in the UK. But apparently it is going to open quite soon. I've seen a few articles flying around. I don't know whether they'll stick to that rule. Who knows? But
it's a bad rule for a UK one when everyone's hungover and order a takeaway on Sunday.
Yeah.
It makes no sense as they're so backward.
Yeah.
But
you would do better to only open on Sunday.
On the Sunday,
and be closed for the other 6 days.
Well, yeah, the ratios you probably do better on the Sunday than the 6 days.
Yeah, definitely.
100%.
I'm not starving.
Yeah, same.
I'm honestly so hungry. Was it?
Are we going to call it a day and I'll go and get some food?
Yeah,
I think we're going to have to. Is there anything else you want to talk about before we go?
I think that's me.
Well,
Just want to
boys.
say thanks to Harry and congratulations on the getting married.
Thanks for coming. It's lovely to be back, boys. I guess we'll see you next season, Harry.
Yeah, I need my happy ball tonight. I need my soccer AM happy ball.
We did do. Harry did come on the Christmas quiz, didn't he?
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is technically your third show. Mark, get that hat-trick ball. We need you to get a ball for him.
I need your address so we can get you one of these.
Send you a glass.
I would love one. Yeah, no,
do you know what? As we might have to get him
I'll sort you one out.
I'll take it over. I'll take it
do
over.
It, yeah. We'll do the handover in Nashville.
We'll get one. We'll get one for Laird as well, and he has to use it on every time he does a So Red stream.
Yeah, I love that.
Product placement.
Yeah, project placement. That's class.
Well, boys, it's been an absolute pleasure. I'll let you all go and eat some food, and I'll speak to you all soon.
It's not on.
Pleasure.
Bye.
Cheers, boys.
Cheers, lads.